Hi, I'm Colleen Burns. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and my practice is called Restore Body Balance. And as a cognitive behaviorist, I'm often asked, how do you reduce stress? How do I antidote stress or reduce anxiety? So today we're going to talk about 5 everyday activities that you do, hopefully, that we can pair with a de-stressing event. So let's take, for example, brushing your teeth. When people enter into one of my programs, I will actually supply you with a plethora of gifts that we pick tailored to a treatment plan, so to speak, of what your everyday habituated behaviors are. And we kind of piggyback off of them. And in that way, we use these everyday activities to sort of, over time, develop a new neural pathway that's actually moving the direction of not fight or flight and stress and anxiety and panic, but more, oh, I'm coming back to where maybe in yoga you might come back to the breath, and in traditional meditation you might come back to the breath. Here we look at ways that you can actually still antidote stress and get the benefits of maybe a 20-minute meditation. And this actually comes out of a few additional certifications I have, one through the Mass General Hospital and the Benson-Henry Institute, which was called SMART, Stress Management and Resiliency Training, which is an evidence-based program that is run here in Massachusetts, and I'm also certified to teach. But it also comes from years of additional training and certifications on how we can actually use the miraculous brain to calm us down, to live our very best lives. So let's get back to brushing our teeth. So with brushing your teeth, every time you go to brush your teeth, I will ask you to start with each tooth and just carefully brush each tooth. And your mind will wander off, and then you just go back to brushing your teeth. It takes a little bit of training, but after years of asking my clients to brush their teeth mindfully, oh, I forgot. Well, put a rubber band on your toothbrush, I forgot. Buy a new toothbrush, buy a new toothpaste, I forgot. But when I actually give you a new toothbrush and you get home that night and you say, oh, crap, Colleen wants me to actually brush my teeth mindfully, you are more likely to brush your teeth. And in the last few years, in my practice, people do start to brush their teeth mindfully. So again, you will brush your teeth moving from one tooth over the top to the inside, and your mind will wander, and you just gently remind yourself to come back. I have to send that email. I forgot to send that birthday card. Whoops. I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm just brushing each tooth. And your mind might wander 50 times, 100 times just while brushing your teeth. The neat thing with Quip is it is motorized, so it has a little vibration, and it actually, like most modern day toothbrushes, will simply turn off when your teeth are sufficiently brushed. Another thing we might look at is the shower. Hopefully most of us bathe at least on a daily basis, if not, hopefully every couple of days. So again, we look at products where I teach you to use olfactory. Here, your nose, it's the #1 memory recall. So looking at how do I reduce stress? How do I reduce anxiety? Well, again, sitting cross-legged on a buckwheat pillow is very difficult for most of us. And to procure that time in our very stressful everyday lives is difficult. So taking something like bathing, showering, and getting the 5 senses engaged. So once again, if you're involved with one of my programs, I will actually have you pick a new shampoo or a new body soap or gel, and I will say to you, go into your shower. Again, #1 memory recall. All of a sudden, I smell something different, and all of a sudden, you're cued, Pavlovian, I'm a cognitive behaviorist, to say, oh right, Colleen wants me to shower mindfully. And you're just going back to, I'm washing my hair, I'm lathering my body. Mind wanders, I come back. And I often quip with my clients about how do you actually look at showering in a mindfulness moment. And I borrow this from Anderson Cooper's 60-minute interview with Jon Kabat-Zinn, who often kidded around with him during the interview, how many people are in the shower with you this morning? And Anderson Cooper says, nobody, it was just me. And he said, weren't you in your first morning meeting? Weren't you already answering your emails when you were in the shower? And he said, yes, I was. So again, I'm a cognitive behaviorist. So I look at something that's more structured, where we can look at, again, how do I just keep retraining the brain? That's stressful. We wander off. Always, we're wandering off, trying to solve problems, trying to get ahead, lamenting in the past. By going back to the present moment, we are antidoting stress. And this is another everyday activity where you can look at de-stressing in the shower or bathing. But again, we use the power of the brain, the habituated brain, that naturally wants to habituate things that are everyday activities for you because it wants to free itself up for more important tasks. Let's move on. So, morning cup of coffee, morning cup of tea. Again, we want to look at, this is yogi tea, one of my favorite, calming, and we again get the 5 senses engaged. What do I see? What do I taste? What am I hearing? What am I smelling? What do I feel? And when you do that, you can actually just have a basic cup of tea any time of day, or to ritualize it with a morning cup of coffee, and you just take 1 to 2 minutes. And again, this is proven scientifically to antidote stress because it's cumulative. So let's move on to something simple like hand lotion. You can actually just say, I keep this on my desk, I keep this on my nightstand, you might keep it in your glove box. And again, you just want to maybe take the lotion, rub it into each finger, smell the lotion, feel the lotion. You probably don't want to taste the lotion, but again, you want to get into a ritualistic behavior, like you maybe take each knuckle, you take each cuticle, and you enjoy the art of just applying lotion. You're nourishing yourself, you're hydrating your hands, but again, you want to leave it somewhere where you're going to be cued to see it, that at any point in time you want a mindfulness moment to de-stress, you can just grab that. Lastly, we might even move into something like silly, but something as simple as lip balm, right? So when I teach clients guided meditations in my practice, I often ask them to recall a vivid memory, a happy, vivid, calm memory. A lot of people choose the beach, and I grew up in upstate New York, so I choose lakes, but most people like the beach. So I will teach them a guided meditation of, I'm walking down, I'm putting my towel down, the sand feels hot, I kick off my flip-flops. What do I hear? Seagulls? What do I see? Ships in the distance of the ocean or lake. And then maybe feeling the water. And then you apply your sunblock, right? Hopefully. And in which case, you might want to just get good old-fashioned chapstick, tropical blend, where again, olfactory, #1 memory recall. So about after a week of you practicing this guided meditation of getting into that parasympathetic nervous system of rest and relax, rest and restore, all of a sudden when you need it during stressful events or anxiety-provoking times, guess what? You put on your chapstick, paired stimulus response, hopefully will get you back into that parasympathetic nervous system. So if you're curious about more tips, please feel free to subscribe. See you next time.